Okay, we need to talk about this. To my understanding, there is a situation within the Niji Sanji community going around regarding someone by the name of Finana. First and foremost, I don't know anything about this individual. I've never heard of them before. All I know is there's some drama and controversy surrounding them, and I just want to talk about it. Apparently, from what I know regarding this individual, is that they said something on Twitter frankly garnered a lot of attention. She said that she was going to be banning 2 words from her stream. What are these words that I'm talking about? The words trap and futanari. And what is her reasoning for banning these words?
Everyone's laundry is still on the line.
Well, her reasoning is that these words are being used in a negative light, being used to hurt people. Now, like I said, I don't know anything about Finana. I have never seen her before, never heard of her before, so I don't really know the full context of the situation. Which is when I want to bring up context regarding what people say. According to her, these words are being used in a negative context by a bunch of other people within the transgender community for the sake of hurting people. Now, I personally do not think that these words are offensive by themselves, but I myself, I'm not trans. I can't speak for these people. That's just my opinion. But here's why I say this. The words themselves are neutral. The words by themselves are meaningless. The words are just words. They're only words. However, the context in which these words are apparently being used does matter. And that's the point that I want to bring up. So, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's take the word cracker, for example. The word cracker has several different meanings. One of which is to describe food, like putting cheese on your cracker. That is an innocent context in which to use the word. However, cracker can also be used to describe white people, and in the society we live in today, that's considered racist and harmful. So the context of what you say is what matters. The words themselves have no meaning. Now, I know this is going to sound controversial to a lot of people. I understand that. I just wanted to bring out a few examples. And to my understanding, the words trap and futanari are used to describe 2 groups of people. Like, for example, the word trap is meant to describe a group of people that look like one gender but are actually the opposite. I guess the most famous example is Astolfo. I don't know where Astolfo's from. I only know the character by name, who apparently is a trap by definition. Now, I'm not saying this in a negative light. I'm just saying this as an example for, again, context. And Finana's reasoning is that she wanted to ban these words because it was offensive to those groups of people. And I can kind of see where she's coming from. I see what she's implying. The problem is, because, like I said, I don't know enough about Finana or Niji Sanji to really make an official statement, so
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
my own opinions might come off as,
Another target
oh, this is
tracked
just.
down by Outrider Amber.
So my own opinions are gonna come across as, oh, this person is just trying to get involved. It's just trying to throw their own hand into the ring. Well, yes, I am throwing my own hat into the ring, but I'm just.
Paimon coming in. Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
I just want to clarify that I'm not trying to garner anything from this. I'm just giving my own thoughts on it. And apparently what she said on Twitter, according to a lot of people, the way she handled the situation initially came off as rude and unprofessional. And she got backlash for it because she stated in the tweet to educate yourselves. I agree with these people in saying that handling the situation like that is bad for your image. But I do agree that we do need to educate ourselves on a lot of different things. But the way she came off was very, very rude, and I do agree with people on this. However, what I don't agree with is that from what I saw, people were quote tweeting her and then bringing up other things that she had done in the past before all of this. I'm like, dude, I understand that you're angry with the individual. I get it. I fully understand and I can sympathize with you. But that doesn't give you the right to just bring up other things that they did in the past. Because you're just making the whole situation worse. In fact, I would go as far as to argue that what you're doing is worse than what she did. Because if you're bringing up someone's past after they stir up a little bit of drama, that ain't right, man. That just ain't right. But moving on, because of the backlash and criticism that she got for her decision, she went on later to another stream stating that she was apologizing for her behavior on Twitter and saying that she was going to be unbanning those words. Which was from what I saw, a much better way of handling the situation. Now, my own opinion on this. Excuse me. Like I said, I don't know anything about Finana. I don't know anything about Niji Sanji. I'm just an outside observer. So, don't take anything I say seriously. My guess, because when I saw the clip of her saying that she was going to ban the words on stream, she was, She was emotional. You could hear it in her tone. And she was making some valid points, saying that these words were being used in a very harmful way. I don't know anything about this situation, so I didn't see any of that if it ever happened. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. I'm just going to assume it happened, or that it happens on a constant basis. And she's just, trying to get her thoughts out. And she was saying that these were words that make these people comfortable. Now, I just want to say something. I don't know if she herself is trans. I do not know if Finana is trans. So I can't really speaking on the behalf of these people, or if it's something else. I don't want to assume anything. My only theory, and I can't prove this, which was also addressed in that later clip where she apologized, that she did not really grow up around those war shows. She didn't really have much of a say in it at the time. And, maybe these words do make certain people uncomfortable. But I also want to point out that maybe some of these people in these communities have no problem with being called that at all. So, I don't know if she's trying to stir up drama on purpose, or if she stirred up drama without meaning to. Because, like I said, just an outside observer. I don't know what the hell's going on. This is just my understanding on the whole situation. I will say this, though. Finana coming back and apologizing for her initial behavior on the situation, about what she said on Twitter, I think that was very big of her as a person. Do I agree with her initial decision? To be honest, not really. I don't agree with her initial decision, but I can understand why she would do that. I'm not going to discredit her for it. Because she did say that those words made her uncomfortable. And I get it, I understand. And she was also did bring up that it makes other people uncomfortable, which, again, totally understandable. And then coming back 24 hours later at 4 in the morning her time, or 3 or 4 in the morning her time, I don't remember the exact timestamp, that she's turning around and saying that she's unbanning the words. To me, this is a little bit weird. It's a little bit odd that she would say one thing and then turn around 24 hours later and completely reverse it. It was likely from the backlash that she got from the initial tweet and how she handled the situation. But also, I'm losing my train of thought here. Like I said, I don't know anything about Niji Sanji. Maybe this was a corporate decision. Like a couple people, like Hirohei is saying, that's where I heard this from. Maybe it was a corporate decision for her to come back and turn around and retract what she said. I don't know. I don't know all the details. I'm just an outside observer, throwing my own hat into the ring, letting people know my thoughts on it. One thing that I know for certain, though, it is definitely a story that has stirred up a lot of attention. That we know for sure. That's obvious. Maybe we're going to see more information regarding this situation in the future. I don't know, but for right now, this is where it is. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. Feel free to comments. If I miss anything, feel free to let me know.